What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Blade Bias. This week, I wanted to maybe introduce. I know we had that episode a few weeks ago at this point that was the Balisong News Network, and I kind of want to do something like that on a weekly basis, depending on if the news that week is worth it. Because some weeks in the Balisong community, just like nothing happens. And then other weeks, it's like bam, bam, bam. You're just getting smacked in the face with so much news. But first off, today we're flipping the calico, freshly lubed with the carbon honey medium. If I do say so myself. Okay, well the handle. Let's just pretend like the handle isn't slightly binding and it's bouncing, but that's my fault because I usually tighten my plastic balisongs a little tighter than they probably should be just so they break in easier. Anyway, I just wanted to do maybe like a segment, like I said, like a weekly segment where we talk about the news and I give my opinions on them. If you're a fan of the content creator Atrioc, he does this in marketing. He does like wins and fails of the week. I kind of want to do the same with Balisongs. And but instead of labeling it like wins and fails, just kind of talk about different news from across the spectrum. And this week is a perfect example. So let's do a trial episode and see what you guys think. If you want to see more of this, let me know. First up, we have a big win. Squid Industries this week teased that the squid trainer will be receiving a lot of changes. And chief among them, most keen-eyed members of the community happen to notice that the holes for the pivots were much larger than a squid trainer's really should be, which everyone in the community has unanimously decided means, holy cow, I'm just dropping this thing all over, that the squid trainer will be receiving bushings in its next update, the V4. Now, the V4 is confirmed. I think it's pretty much confirmed that it's going to have bushings, and in the comments of the post, Squid also teased jimping and no price changes, which if that actually happens and the squid trainer receives not only bushings but jimping as well as no price changes, because everyone was like, oh, the squid trainer will never get bushings because it'll just create this insanely expensive balisong that's basically just a kraken trainer. But if they can keep it at the same price point, which I believe right now is like $10 cheaper than the swordfish, it would not only bring the squid trainer back up from its currently fairly redundant state, considering that the Triton is right there and also now the swordfish, like it was kind of almost irrelevant, and it will bring it right back up to relevancy. So I'm very excited to see what the changes that they commit to them actually are. And I really hope that they stay with the price change, because they also teased that the Nautilus V2 wouldn't have a price change, and then it went up $10, which $10 isn't a lot, but when you said, hey, there's not going to be a price change, and then the price changes, it's like, okay, well, what was that, you know? But overall, Squid Trainer V4, I think, is going to be a huge win. I think it's going to be, besides the swordfish, maybe one of Squid's first trainers that's actually competing price to performance with everything else in its class. The Squid Trainer will finally, holy cow, today is just not a good day for me. Today will finally be, the Squid Trainer will finally be able to compete with the likes of like the Prisma and the Arctic with its bushing pivot system and its jimping, something that both the Prisma and the Antarctic possess. So that's definitely exciting. Moving on next, I'm going to label this as kind of like a mid-tier, because I don't really know how to feel about this, and it seems like the community is kind of divided on it. The Nibali's Wave, designed by the wonderful Artsy, released, I believe today as I record this. There was a drop of 100 of them on her website. And the Wave is being advertised as a balisong or a trainer that you can sharpen. And it looks like a live blade. And I am very conflicted on that, because I know a balisong that looks like a live blade is nothing new. I know like Amazon trainers have had blades that look like live blades, but they're actually trainers. And it's like, okay. I wonder how it's going to affect the market of Artsy's potential buyers, because there's going to be people who want to flip it and can flip trainers where they are. But since it looks like a live blade, they're not going to get one because it's going to cause a bunch of issues. It's going to, people are going to think it's a real knife. I do wonder how many people are going to sharpen it. I wonder if it even can be sharpened, because watching Artsy's video that she released on the Wave, which you can go check out on her YouTube channel, it didn't really seem like she has even attempted to sharpen one. So it just seems a little strange to me that you're advertising something as, oh, you can sharpen this, when it's never been done before. I'm sure it'll be fine, but it just struck me as a little bit strange. It seems like something that you would maybe test first, or at least I would. But it's a $74 trainer. Like, seeing more high quality trainers in the $60 to $70 range, I'm never going to complain about. I just do think that the move to advertise it as a trainer that you can sharpen is going to hurt potential customers just a bit. I don't know if I will be buying one, just because the design looks good, but it has some quirks to it. Like the uneven jimping, I know a lot of people were pointing out. There's more jimping like on one side of the handles than the other. Kind of like this, but there's way less of it, you know? Anyway, I don't think that is necessarily a fail. It's more of a win, but just since everyone seems kind of divided on it, I didn't really want to classify it as either. Let me know what you think about the Wave in the description. Or, you know what? Don't. Because, like, honestly, I'm going to disable comments on this video. And anyone who criticizes me is going to be instantly blocked. Because I don't want to hear about your opinion. And I know what I'm doing is wrong, but I'm going to do it anyway. Because I don't care about you. That doesn't sound like me, but it does sound like a company that took a massive L this week with the announcement of the Tater Song from Flytanium. Now, as if the spec sheet and the price were already disastrous enough, $385 for a 6061 Cerakoted aluminum Balisong, which, sure, it has its charm, it's collectible, but I know a lot of people are not going to be happy about that price, and in fact, a lot of them weren't. But you know who made the situation even worse? Flytanium themselves, who went and disabled comments on every single Tater Song related post, while also blocking anyone that offered any sort of criticism whatsoever. I know Clockwork spoke out about this on Instagram earlier today. He got blocked for criticizing them. There's a lot of people that have been getting blocked for criticizing Flytanium for this move. And regardless of what you think about the Tater Song in general, I know there's some supporters, I know there's a lot of haters. That's not really the point. The point is that the company is not handling things very well at all, because blocking your potential market in a community that is already so small does not ring out as a good business or moral decision. Because I know a lot of people are going to see this and think, wow, I guess I'm not supporting Flytanium anymore because they're just not a great company. So massive, massive L from Flytanium. I wasn't even going to give them a loss for the Tater Song, because some people were actually excited about like the nostalgic collective, like collection nature of it. I never cared about the Tater Song. I kind of thought it was dumb from the outset, but I knew that people were going to enjoy it, and then the price tag did not help that. The fact that a 6061 Balisong costs as much more than my titanium trainer that I have modded speaks volumes, really. But just, yeah, the way that they've handled it has not been good, and by not good, I mean one of the worst that I have seen while I have been in the community. Which is saying something. But yeah, big loss. You want Calico is not garbage. Go get one today. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much it for the news this week. Let me know what you thought of the segment if you want to see it in the future. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.